Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
And
I'm
gentlemen
your
and ladies.
host, Dysfunctional's World, and today we have
Oh yeah, dig it. This is your homeboy Macho Randy Seven. Like what? Okay, my bad.
And I'm T sipping PSD.
There we go, y'all.
and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna give you: do men have value, and are we loved unconditionally?
Well, let me tell you something, Gene.
No, I ain't got no for
Oh, well, damn.
Are men loved unconditionally?
No, we are loved with conditions, with
All right, that's in
stipulations.
the video.
Give me a give me,
Hey, this is a short one. Bloop.
give me some conditions. Name
Okay, so
Okay, so when you're a child, you're loved unconditional by your mother, your grandmother, and your aunties and uncles.
daddy,
Everybody.
cousins,
Dad, man,
everybody. Huh? Oh.
I said, don't forget the
Well,
dad.
you know, yeah, dad's on me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't grow up one of those. I don't know.
What is that?
I wasn't loved unconditional.
What
by
are
him.
those?
A dad? What?
Your name's Dad?
They come in different colors.
Hey, these for men?
Oh, shit. So he said, Dad, that's your name?
That's what they call you?
That's your...
They
Like,
call you
what?
dad.
Oh,
That's
shit.
your name. Like,
Hey, man.
But-
There's some good tea over here.
Hell yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah. So are men loved unconditionally?
Women are loved unconditionally.
Absolutely.
Men love women with no conditions. He can take them fat, sloppy, dumb, ugly, smart, pretty, cute, brown,
Don't be body
thick,
shaming over here.
BBL, no BBL, happy face, sad face, crying all the time, happy all the time, smart, boring, lame, dumb, and everything in between.
BBL, GD, RNs.
I
all
mean,
that,
at the
man.
while, it's going to be like, it was makeup and nails, cell phones and curl. You know what I'm talking about? With Brenda, about three Kims. You know what I'm talking about?
It
I'm
was
just saying.
about 4 quarter
I
irons.
don't think I'm ready for that.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
About 40 inches wigs. You know what I'm talking about? And
2
whatever.
pounds of makeup.
And
No,
all,
but-
And all I'm going to say is, some good tea over here.
Hey, man. But so when you think about it, you break it down, right?
But
Men are
come
loved with conditions. Yeah, so do we make enough money? Is he tall enough? Do we look a certain way? What kind
Is
of
he
car
good in
he
bed?
drive? Is he good in bed? Stroke game official or not? So it's like
Does
men
he
come
have
with
baby mama
conditions.
drama?
Right,
Does he not have kids? Do you not have kids?
right. What is folks like? What is family like? Where he come from? It's like it's so much.
Does he have generational wealth?
Or generational curses.
Does he got
Right,
mama trauma?
right.
Is the crack too much?
Is he a mama's boy?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's good.
I mean, is he a
Is he a man's man?
right? Is he churchy?
Is he
Oh,
green
yeah.
flags or red flags?
Yep, but you got to speak on that too. And then also, like you said, no red flags. Oh, and we ain't talking about gangs and stuff. We talking about because everybody say red flag. Oh, that was a red flag. Okay, everything's
Flag
a
on the
red
plane.
flag. Right, right. You know what I'm saying? The man sneezed too hard. Red flag.
Too much hugging. Flag on the play.
Like what?
Too much hugging.
I mean, so it's conditions that come
Encroachment.
with it.
Encroachment for hugging? That's a 5-yard penalty?
Face mask. First down.
Take his ass. Get him out of here.
Right. You be like, what?
He's complaining so much. Get him out of here.
Get the rope.
Foul.
You're going a little too far with
Not
that.
too far. I'm just
A little too
saying.
far now.
Hey man, I'm just saying it is what it is.
We don't get
But
rid of
it comes with Okay, we watched the original Django, right? I don't know. Y'all know that was a western. It was a cowboy movie, right?
It's a couple of them.
Yeah. So the original
Like 6 of
Django,
them.
right?
Okay.
And right, exactly. And they all got the same guy playing Django, which was a white dude,
Okay.
which is the guy who's in the Django movie with Jamie Foxx.
Which
The
white
guy who's sitting at the bar saying, "You know how to spell that?" That guy is the original Django. That's the guy who played in the Django movies.
That's him.
Right. The guy was sitting at the bar. Remember, he was like, "It's DJ," and he was like, "Oh, I'm surprised you know how to spell that." That guy's the original Django. Anyway, in the original Django movie, right? Django was pulling a casket. He would always carry a casket. Like at some point in the movie, he started pulling a casket with him. Boom, pulling this casket. Okay, you don't know what's in there. You thinking a dead body. He flip it up. It's a Tommy gun. Right? He done mowed down everybody, right? Guess what the man gave him as a prize, as a reward? A woman. Here you
I
go.
said, woman?
You take her.
And she still in love with him.
You take her. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oof. And you know what I'm saying? Like that was his prize. And then he said, no, 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 no. I don't want her. I want her. And boom, when they got her and they walked off.
Not the blind.
And I think it was a Hispanic girl. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember the race, but yeah, he didn't. They offered him an American. It was a white lady. He didn't want her. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was white himself, but that wasn't the point. He didn't want her. He wanted her, and he said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just the fact. Like, this is your pride. Like, this is what's being given to you. Take this woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like back then, the conditions of what a man wanted for what he went through. He wanted a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to tote this casket with a Tommy gun or machine gun in it, kill everybody, so I can get what I want. You know what I'm saying? The conditions.
Sounds reasonable.
Because he knew, just like them cowboys knew back then, the conditions that came with a man. Back then, you were considered rich if you had 100 horses. Or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was. The condition for that man was he wanted a wife. Back then, you wasn't nothing if you didn't carry your legacy on. The conditions of a man. And in Django, that man did all that, and they offered him a woman. He never said no.
That's what they offered Django. That's what his whole plight was for, a woman.
Right, was about a woman.
Well, it wasn't any woman.
No, it was his wife. It was his wife.
They didn't offer her. They took her, and he went to go get her.
They offered her at the beginning. That's how they got married. She was offered to him.
Oh, okay. That's right.
See?
Yep.
And then
he turned into a superhero.
Then he became a slave. He took her.
He became a superhero. Superhero Django.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Ray-Ban,
the conditions was this man wanted a wife. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but at the same time,
excuse me.
What was the lady who played his wife? Jamie Foxx's wife in Django. Kerry Washington.
Yeah.
She knew.
Even though
once
she
again,
speak. Did she speak?
Yeah, she talked. Remember, she could speak German. But
okay,
she knew that Django. One of the conditions that Django that he brought to her was he a protector.
That's it.
He was loyal. He loved her. You see what I'm saying?
Is that enough nowadays?
No. Because now they see those as the bad thing.
If I was a Django, would you ladies love me?
Because this man came to get you through all this shit. Through all this shit. So are men loved unconditionally?
Nah.
And I ain't saying that there's no woman that wouldn't do it, but how many women gonna go do what he did
to
go get her back?
You in the back don't count.
No. We don't like cheaters.
No,
you know what I'm talking about?
Shorty, nah, we know you're not about that life, all right?
Right. So, can you love a man unconditionally? Without condition, what if this man don't know how to fight? Don't use weapons.
What?
Like a gun. See what I'm saying? So what if he couldn't pull a Django?
What if he can't defend you? Will you still love him?
Right. I have a small answer. It's
okay.
minor.
No, come on.
I do believe that, not all, some.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm finna attack some of the some. I do believe some women can love unconditionally. However, it is temporary.
Wow.
Because you will have some that will do it.
Okay.
And they know what you're about. They know your character. They know what you will and won't tolerate. And even some stuff you can adjust to and be molded into or mold yourself. But once something gets through and they don't like it, and this is about the temporary ones, all bets off the table. I believe that they can do it.
Okay.
But once they reach that season or that time or that something that y'all have an argument. You just say, and you putting your foot down, they don't like it.
Right.
All bets off. Because now it's like, I was doing it, but then you messed up.
So that goes to show you that they were doing it for a reason.
Exactly.
Then. So there was a condition to it.
Exactly.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Their unconditional love had a
Their
condition
condition was as long as you don't stop doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Or the first time you go astray.
Now,
you see what I'm saying?
You don't know it until it happens.
Absolutely, which once again is not fair. That's not communication.
So it's not a condition. It's
not unconditional. Right. It's conditional.
So like when we say unconditional, we mean like when your child come home with that F report card, you still hug them. And you say, baby, it's gonna be all right. School may not be the best thing for you.
I ain't get that.
I mean,
but or they might give you a stern talking, but they still love you.
Right. They still
like your birthday come around, they still gonna do something for you.
Yes. Right.
Christmas come, they still gonna do something for you.
Right. Right.
You get sick tomorrow, they gonna stay at home and lose work.
Yep.
Take
to make
pay,
sure you straight.
Make sure you all right.
You right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They say your baby need a kidney. they gonna reach inside after they cut themselves and pull out
give it to you
a kidney.
if they could. Absolutely. That last report card before Christmas, like he said, let's say it's all F.
You get your ass beat, right?
Yeah, you might. Yeah,
Ain't
yes,
no
yes.
stern
Oh,
talk
no.
to
First of all,
her.
we grew up in the same house, so I already feel you. But I'm saying,
You know how you grew up.
are we still getting gifts? Are we still getting gifts?
Oh yeah, most
That's
definitely.
the point.
Yeah, most
That's
definitely.
unconditional
Most
love.
definitely, yeah.
You can get all F's on that last report card before Christmas.
Get the hey,
You gonna get your ass greased,
the
but you
worst
still
woman of
getting
all
gifts.
time, but then
You gonna
2
get your
weeks
gift.
later, here you go.
You know
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
Because they understand.
Yeah.
They love you unconditionally. They had to tap that ass because you didn't do right in school.
Right.
But listen, the spirit of Christmas or whatever it is that they believe, you see what I'm saying? It's not gonna be superseded by you making some bad grades.
True.
So they're like, we still gotta show him unconditional love and still love him. So hopefully he'll do better next time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Not just be like, you ain't getting no Christmas.
But the day you turn 18,
Maybe even a little younger sometime, maybe 16.
maybe.
Maybe. Just depends.
But the day you become of age
All right.
Mm-hmm.
as a man,
Mm-hmm.
conditions change. All bets are off.
Yes.
If you're not beneficial,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not bringing money,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not bringing something of value
Yes.
to them,
Absolutely.
you have no value to them.
Because one, because they look at it, that was dope actually. Most women know that most men are told this from a very young age, which is why, okay, and I'm gonna give you an example for like stages. Child is 10 or 12. The mama be like, take the trash out. Like by yourself, pull them trash cans. You should be strong enough at 12 years old to pull the trash cans. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you get a little older, you 16, 17. Now she telling you, walk your son or excuse me, walk your sister or your baby brother to school.
That's a condition.
That's a condition. Now you get 18, you about to graduate. She gonna tell you, college or job. Every stage of life comes with a condition as a male, which is why once you get into that dating market, most women are used to you having conditions. That's why they're looking at you like, okay, what you got, where you at?
That's why they got mama trauma. That's why they got issues.
Talk
These
to them.
niggas got conditions.
Calm down, brother. Calm down, brother.
No, let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Yeah.
Conditions
there
on
we go.
conditions on conditions.
Right. I'm just saying. Hey man, sometimes you just gotta go with it, man.
But for real though, like
you just gotta go with it.
if we're taught early conditions, and as we get older, we learn more conditions. These are restraints, basically, we're putting on ourselves. If we're not this, and this, then we're not valuable. And if we're not valuable, then we don't mean nothing. If we don't mean nothing, our self-esteem goes down. If our self-esteem goes down, then we don't really give a fuck about too much of anything.
Anything.
But there's only one thing that can bring us out of it. Two things.
Woman,
3 things. 3 things.
Okay.
a woman,
A woman?
money, maybe.
Your mama
Okay.
Oh,
and your
absolutely.
children. Other than them 3, it don't matter.
What you got? You
Well,
like you
I
got
was gonna
something?
say, well,
Okay.
because you said your mom. I mean, wouldn't that still count under the category of woman? Because I mean,
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
Because mama
But-
gonna come first anyway before any other woman. So
right.
We are that ain't mama or
But
grandma.
I'm just saying,
But-
if she don't believe in you,
Okay.
Right, that's what he
All
was
right.
saying.
You feel me?
Right, yes.
All right,
Because
all right.
yes, it's a woman,
cause
but
like
that's
if
mama.
you
You know what I'm
homeless,
saying? Like,
if you homeless and your mama stop believing in you or she disown you,
Right.
you're not gonna be pulling yourself out that rut. You meet a woman come by and you homeless and she says, "Oh my God, can I help you out?" and she shows you that there's a light. It'll bring you out that rut. If your kids reach out to you and say, "Dad, I need you," and you homeless, you're gonna do everything you can to stop being homeless for that moment. Whether it lasts for the rest of your life or not, for that moment you'll stop doing it because your kids need you. That's what I'm saying. Those 3.
Right,
Somebody pay you
right.
money. You might go blow it on some alcohol. You might go blow it on some weed. You might go
Yep.
blow it on some dope.
Yep.
You might go blow it on a woman.
right, yep, on some 304s.
But it ain't gonna pull you out that hole.
Right, and that's the point right there.
But women don't understand this.
Because, and it's funny because even with that, right? You said you made a point about you have to have your job, you have your life together. You gotta have something.
Something.
But when we have
Great
that
personality.
same outlook, right? So if we
We
don't
wrong.
have something together, they're gonna love us conditionally. So when the scripts is flipped, and you say, okay, well, hey, I'm looking for somebody that's on their P's and Q's. The first thing that come out of their mouth is, oh, you come with conditions.
Yes,
But you come with conditions.
right.
But their
Well,
No, I
conditions,
don't. Yes, you do.
their conditions are subliminal.
Mm-hmm. And they built
If we say that, because like
Built
okay,
in.
like I said, we're used to it. We're supposed to be used to it because we've been conditioned that way our whole life. Women are not conditioned that way. Women are loved unconditional regardless.
Right.
If they have a dad that's living, no matter how old they get, he will bail them out of whatever jam they in.
Absolutely.
If a woman says, if a woman goes to work and loses her job, her husband would just work harder to pick up the slack. He won't come down on her and be like, "You stupid mother."
Right.
He'll just say, "Baby, you know what I'm saying? Just get yourself together.
This is what we gonna do.
This what we gonna do."
You know,
All right. Go ahead, bro. Go
well,
ahead.
I'm just sitting here thinking of something funny, right? As a father of a daughter and a son, I was sitting here thinking, if my daughter got locked up, right, or arrested, and I get the phone call, Dad, I'm arrested.
You want to use the phone?
I mean,
touch the floor.
The phone, right? She probably couldn't even get finished talking before I'm in the car.
What? Hold on, where you at?
Right. Now, adversely, and I'm sitting here thinking, like,
Because he knows
if my son be like, Dad, I'm in jail.
Man, what the hell you did?
That's what I was. That's the first.
What the hell you did something to somebody?
That's the
Yeah,
first thing I
wrong
would
with
say.
you.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be like, what you do?
All right, well,
What you do?
you
And
might
of
sit there
course,
to the weekend
Well,
out, and then I'll come get your
yeah.
money.
But look,
It's gonna be a hard lesson for you.
I'm going to get him. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? As they say, I'm not gonna cap. I'm going to get him. Big facts. I'm going to get him. But I'm gonna be like, while I got him on the phone, what you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened or whatever. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's a father thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's a different
It's
demographic.
like because one, for your son, especially if he's older, 21, you feel like he can take care of himself for a weekend in jail if he needed to stay. Like let's like bro just said.
Depends
let's
on
say
where
you
he's
can't.
locked up at.
Right. Let's say you can't get him till Tuesday. Right. You gonna feel like, okay, my 21-year-old son for the most part should be. You know what I'm saying? They got him in a holding cell. If you couldn't get him out, he's
He
okay.
might not be holding.
I mean,
He gonna be in the arms of a man.
well,
Hey, whoa.
I hope the cell ain't holding him.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm talking about? But listen, because y'all taking this the wrong way. No, I know he can hold his own for a weekend. You know what I'm saying? Until we can get him out. But if it's your
Get off
daughter,
me. Get off me.
Oh,
Get off
absolutely.
me.
Right. Oh yeah.
All right, man, I give you this
But
jello,
if
but
it's
you gotta leave me
if
alone.
it's a daughter though, you know you're gonna be like, oh, now I gotta go get my baby. I gotta go.
Baby,
Pew. You know what I'm
baby,
saying?
just calm down. I'm on my way.
Right. Right. You there?
You better get my daughter out of that right now.
All day, every day. But
Excuse me,
What
sir.
she did, get out.
And
Excuse me, sir. You better calm. No,
we're gonna put
no,
your
sir.
ass- no,
It ain't gonna be no. Excuse me, sir. You
And-
better get my daughter out of that.
and let's say you couldn't get her to Tuesday.
You in a sweat bullet.
You're gonna be pissed off.
You ain't gonna lose-
You're gonna be nervous. You're gonna be
You talk to
angry.
the bail bondsman.
Yes,
Look,
everything. Yep. Yep.
I gotta put an extra 10% on here for you to go down there right now.
Right now. Right. But if it's your son, they like, hey, we can't get him till Tuesday.
All right.
You're gonna be like, okay,
Right.
is the charge something simple, misdemeanor? They be like, yeah, misdemeanor. You know, the judge.
Murder in the first.
Oh, nah, something like that. You like, let me try to get him a lawyer. But I'm saying like something simple, right? Where they just gonna say, look, he just got a fine, or he got to, you know what I'm saying, go see the judge. They gonna give him a bullshit fine. It's a bullshit charge. So you like, do I spend all this money to go see the bail bondsman? You see what I'm saying? Because you like, man, it's my son. He a soldier. These 2 days ain't gonna be nothing. He'll sit in there. He'll learn his
We
lesson.
just did a video about crime.
Good point.
If we gonna make it okay for us to cry to
Uh-huh.
heal,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta make it okay to help when they're in danger.
No, I'm gonna get him out.
I'm just saying though.
Yeah. What? Well,
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
Even though Superman jump off buildings and saves women,
One woman.
uh huh. No, I'm saying when women fall, he saying jump off the building.
he jump off the building and
Yeah.
save the women.
Mhm.
Okay.
He also jump off the building and save the man in the helicopter.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He may do one faster than the other.
But he still do both.
He still do both.
That's right. That's right. See, and I like that analogy. There we go.
All right,
That's
wanna-
right. I like that. I
jump
like
in
that.
on this when it
Yeah.
comes to the conditions.
Because I was drowning.
It's all right. It's all right. They hear you. They hear you. So, whenever in the past, and this is not on the like in my dating personal life. This is just when I've had friends who've asked me for my opinion on something, right? Since you had your story, right? So, we're talking about loving conditionally.
Right.
So pretty much everybody's got standards and conditions, right?
Right.
So it's always asked that question when it's like, okay, well, what do you look for? What are some of your condition standards? And for me, being who I am and how I was raised, I would always list the norm. You know, somebody that's, you know, it's going to be about their business, you know, work, love me, peace, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here come the question. I know it is slightly off topic, but it's like body type or characteristics. You see what I'm saying?
As far as preference?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you say, okay, well, I mean, I've dealt with multiple body types, but I like this or I like that. Characteristics, I like this, that, and the third, because it's gonna definitely come in.
It narrows it down.
It's gonna definitely come into fruition when you're dealing with whether she loves me conditionally or unconditionally. When you think about their personality and characteristics, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
So then you
yes.
start saying, okay, well, I ain't into this. I would like somebody like that, and then that's the well. Now you're the. They don't. It wasn't shaming. It was, oh man, why you like that? So it's like, okay. You have standards. Y'all have conditions. No, we don't. And that's what I was saying to you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that, yeah, you do. You do have
They do.
standards.
They're just subliminal.
And then I say this right here, and I say, okay, so let me ask you these questions. If you're dating a guy, and you say, I want a drug dealer, I want a drug user, I don't want you to be in a situation where you are doing something, and then you just stop. I said, what if he's Mr. Everything, and then he stopped doing everything, he do some things? Isn't that going from unconditional to conditional?
Yeah.
Because your thing is, I don't want a guy to do nothing. He needs
Right.
to do, and some people say don't. Some women say don't. They don't need to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you either want to do everything or something. But if he's doing nothing, isn't that being conditional? Isn't that having standards? Because
Yes.
my standard
Absolutely.
is, I want somebody to work. I want somebody to yada
Yes.
yada yada. And I say, ain't that what you want? So when I say, okay, if he's a drug user or a drug if he's a drug user or a drug abuser, or if he's selling or whatever, then it's like, oh no, I don't want to deal with that. You're not gonna love him unconditionally.
Right.
You don't want to deal with that. Now ain't nothing wrong. You're letting it be known.
But they will though.
They will.
Because he brings in the moolah.
But when he start knocking you upside your,
Or when he get locked up,
or when he,
then they'll try to
right.
coop.
Then it changes.
They'll
Yes, that's-
leave
they
him
gon-
alone.
Right.
But see, that goes back to what I was saying, because I was like, okay, even I have said that before. I was like, y'all appreciate them because they bring in the money.
Yeah.
But once they leave or something happen, you through with them, and then your main reason to be like, well, I ain't never like him selling drugs in the first place.
That would
But you
yeah.
was with him.
Yeah,
So you
for
was
the
only
money,
with
for the
him,
benefits,
as
yes.
brother would say, because you was benefiting from that lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
Because you
But
knew
that's
he
most
gonna
of
bring in
them.
a lot of money.
Yes.
And he's gonna, if he's that type of guy, he's gonna look out for you and make you dress.
He's going to look out for it because they have a overly abundant amount of money
Right.
in a short time.
Right.
So the money that comes through, that he'd probably give her a grand or two, don't mean nothing because he's probably looking at 10, 15.
Right.
Right.
And men are hardwired to spend money on women. It's what we do. We don't mind doing it, especially when we have it in excess. Like you said, like a dope dealer who's seeing.
Say that last part again, because I don't think
What?
they understand.
Well, I mean, when we have it in excess.
We don't mind doing it when we
but-
have it in excess.
But also, there's some people who don't mind doing it when they don't have it in excess.
Even when they don't have
You know
it
what
in
I'm saying?
excess, if you got a woman
It's-
in your life, it's just
something
it's
that men do.
conditioned.
Yes.
Just like we know that we
And-
have conditional. It's conditioned that we got to buy them something at some
Right.
point.
And
in
I'm
time.
not saying, hold on.
But
I'm not
it may
saying
not be-
your choice or their choice.
No,
Both.
it's both because
It's
in
both.
men,
Okay.
it's inherent in men, right?
Right,
This is
right.
what we want to do. I've said to both of y'all before at some point, everything men do is so we can do nothing. Meaning,
Yep.
meaning we have free time to do what we want.
Right.
I don't mean literally,
2K.
right? I don't mean literally sit down and do nothing, right? But I
Right.
mean, like we'll buy her something, buy her jewelry, so she can be happy, so
Right.
she can sit down, so we can go do what the fuck we want to do.
Right.
We'll make sure her car is fixed, our car is fixed, gassed up, whatever,
Right.
so she can't complain about that, so we can sit down and do what the fuck we want to do.
Right.
Everything a man do is so that we can sit down and do nothing.
AKA what he's trying to say.
AKA
is
our
peace.
stuff that we want.
He just want peace.
Right.
She ain't got nothing to
But
complain about.
we're gonna inherently, like I said, we don't mind spending on a woman. And I'm saying to our level, to our means. So
Right.
even if you only have $200 left off of your check, you don't mind spending
175.
let's just even go, let's say 50, right? Let's just go lower, right? And I'm just
Okay.
saying low because he only got 200, right? No. Matter of fact, let's flip it. Let's take the 175 because a man will do that. He like, hey, I paid all the bills and I got $200 left over.
I got
She
gas
like
in the
that
car,
purse.
got groceries.
And that purse is $175. A man will spend that $175 to get her that purse because he took care of everything else, and we don't mind spending money on women. This is who we are inherently. We are born like this. Every well, I ain't gonna say every because there might be some who don't like their mama, but most young men want to buy their mama a house.
Right.
Most young men,
and or a car, a better car.
but I'm just saying, it's especially a house.
but that
You want to
is
get your
standard.
mama out the hood.
Yep.
Most young men.
Yep.
That right there is inherent. This is just what's in us. We don't mind spending money on the right
You
one.
get your mom out the hood, and if you got your daddy in your life, you retire your
And-
daddy. You be like, all right, daddy, sit down.
That's
Sit
why.
down.
That's why men always say a woman's money don't matter. It don't matter because we spend it on you. We don't want you spending on us. Of course, y'all gonna every now and again get something on us. But listen, let me do what a man does. This is what brings me joy. You see what I'm saying? To buy this for you. Yeah, you can do it on your own. Fine, that's all well and good. But I did it for you because I wanted to do it for you because it made me happy to see you happy.
Right.
This is what men be thinking.
AKA that is called unconditional.
That's unconditional, right? When a woman say they want a man that's 6 feet, 6-pack, 6-figure income,
Those are
just
conditions.
that quick, those are conditions, and everybody keep proving to y'all that y'all are literally looking for 1% or less of total meaning the world, Craig. So it's like y'all not understanding this, and then each one of
Well,
y'all
they
keep saying
got
they
2 out of
deserve
the
it,
3.
right? And it's like, right, they got 2 out of 3, so he ain't no good though,
6 figures.
in 6 feet, but he ain't got no 6-pack because he out of shape,
Well,
because he be
got
working all the time,
6 feet, 6-pack.
right? But not the
no
6 figures, right?
He got
The 6 figures,
6 figures
in the 6 feet,
6-pack.
oh 6-pack, right? But not 6 feet. He a short dude.
But here's the thing, though.
That's crazy.
They ask for that, and there are the very few that get that, but then realize you ain't keeping. No, sorry, let me flip that. He ain't keeping you. You get it for a brief moment, and then
Well,
you
they're not
realize,
keeping it either.
wait
What-
a minute,
Right.
he ain't keeping me exactly. Because why? If he can get everybody else, why would he sell on you?
Well, because it's a misunderstanding that when
But-
you dealing with a man on that level,
You know what it is?
he has.
I know what it is.
Shit, it's just
Yeah.
different,
I know
y'all.
what
It's
this what it,
different.
this what it is.
All right.
Let these
This
two-
Go
what it
ahead.
is.
He gonna
This what
close
it-
us out and
what it
take us
is.
home on this
what
one.
it is.
All right.
Let me give him a note.
A lot of women want a Harry that'll give up his royalty to be with a woman. But every nigga is not a Harry. That's
And-
it. We all ain't Harrys.
Right. And
I'm a Steve.
Yep.
He's a Joe and that's
Right.
a Bob.
Yep.
We not Harrys.
We not.
You gotta love us the way we is.
And please understand, y'all, what he showed to the world is not what y'all think. He was just over there with his brother because his brother's king now. So ever since what you call it passed. So don't think what y'all think. And he balling out over here. $60 million book deal and this movie this and she back acting again and this and this and that. So don't think that he just gave up. But like he said, he's absolutely right. You're not going to find men who step away from a royal family. You're not. You are not going to find
You
that.
ain't gonna find a man step away from their own family.
I mean, right, but let alone that type of money, right?
Let alone royal.
Unless he already got a plan, but he it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find, like you said, Harrys. You ain't gonna find a lot of Harrys out there. You're just not. You now. No, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that one. But
I'm talking about.
well, yeah, off camera. But most men will pick up a woman from wherever she is, in her status, wherever. McDonald's, literally, you keep hearing people say that. If a woman is cute and she work at McDonald's, and a dude who's a millionaire, super millionaire, walk at McDonald's and see her and like her, he gonna try to holler. Most of the time, it don't go the other way around because women have standards. They not gonna holler at a dude who dance like this. I'm just messing around.
That's
No.
fine. That's
No, I'm into being silly.
I'm a
just being
Steve.
silly.
I'm a Steve.
And I'm a Bob.
I'm a Steve.
Oh, you was Bob?
You're a
I'm
Joe.
Joe?
Yeah, you're
okay, so
Joe.
I'm a Joe.
Yeah.
That's right. Steve, Joe, Bob. And bam, Bob's your uncle.
Or you can call me Roberto. You know, since they like to shorten it.
What?
Dick.
You know, Robert is.
Dick.
You know, Bob is short
Dick.
for Robert.
Bob,
Dick.
Dick, Richard,
That's
Dick.
Richard. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Richard.
That's
Bob, Rich. Well, I mean, but Bob
Bob
is
is
Robert.
Okay.
And Roberto is in Spanish.
Right. Bob is Robert.
Will
Will is William. Chuck is Charles.
is James is James.
We're getting
Jim
off
is
subject.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm your
My
hostess.
bad, y'all. This how we do.
We
Right at the
we
end.
as men are not
Uh-huh.
loved unconditional,
No,
dysfunctional, signing out.
absolutely. I'm your boy Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk. We out of nope.
PSD, shout out to them Plain James.
Absolutely.
My Plain James.
We out of time till the next time.
Screaming, let's talk.
Peace.